What's up YouTube, it's Zapdos TCG here and welcome back to our TCG battle video on my channel. Today we're going to be checking out Crustle the Crab in combination with Iron Thorns. So walling archetypes actually gain a new card with this Destined Rivals format. If you guys are hyped for it, let me know by rocking the hell out of the like button. Helps out in ridiculous ways, you have no idea. I'm forever grateful if you would do so. And let's see what this new card is all about. So first of all, it's very cheap, so you don't actually need to break your wallet or anything. We have, of course, Crustle here with the mysterious rock inability. Prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's Pokemon EX. Seems familiar? Well, it's the exact same ability as Mimikyu. So you have actually way more HP. You have 150 HP. And you're also slapping more damage. 120 damage, and this isn't affected by any effects on your opponent's active Pokemon, so you can hit through anything whatsoever. If you are up against something like, for example, a Cornerstone, you can still hit it, which is totally awesome. So Crustle, quite an interesting card, but how do we actually make a deck work? Well, we're going to be pairing it up with 4 copies of Iron Thorns. Remember this one? The card that won the World Championships over in Honolulu, Hawaii. With, of course, the Quad Iron Thorns deck. So we're going to be using this strategy. With initialization, we actually make sure that all the Pokemon that have rule boxes have 0 abilities. So that's going to be fantastic for us. No more Squack ability, no more Charizard ability, no more Marnie, Grimmsnarl and all that stuff, which is totally awesome. On top of that, we are going to be, of course, having a Buddy Buddy Puffin because we're playing a high amount of Iron. And if we get the Buddy Buddy Puffin, we can get these little fellas out. The Dweebles, they can also evolve, by the way. So search your deck for a card that evolves from it and put it onto this Pokemon to evolve. So if you go second star with this, have an energy, you already have Crustle. Crustle will help against a lot of decks in the metagame, while Iron Thorns can help against the other part of the metagame. So that's going to be very fantastic. Iron Thorns against something like, I would say, a Raging Bolt. If they don't have anything, they cannot use Steel Dance or anything, it's going to be fantastic. You have a couple of healing capabilities with the help of Poké Vital A. Heal 150 damage from one of your Pokemon. And you have the Luxurious Cape, which actually means that this guy will have 250 HP. How many non-EX Pokemon can deal with that? I think like Typhlosion can deal with that, but that's about it. We have Mist Energy to protect against the Dragapult or any effects, by the way. You don't want to get paralyzed. You don't want to get any effects going around. Medical Energy, which allows you to heal 30. Now we're going to try and set ourselves up with the Technical Machine Turbo Energize, and that's going to allow you to get energies onto these crystals quite easily. The cool thing is that we're playing also the Kofu, so put 2 cards from your hand on the bottom of the deck, and if you put 2 cards on the bottom, you actually draw 4 cards. So instead on draw 4, because we don't want to be playing Research in this deck, there's a lot of resources that we want to save. There's also the Team Rocket's Watchtower, making sure that Carl's Pokemon in play have no abilities. Think about Pidgeot EX, Noctowl, Fan Rotom, Squack ability, all of them shut down instantly, which is very, very good. And also Crispin can help power up your Pokemon. So we're going to be diving into the rank ladder and see if we can win some games with Iron Thorns and Crustle the Crab. Let's dive into it. Also, go check out the sponsors that make the daily content possible. They are on the screen right now. DragonShield.com for your sleeves, binders, and deck boxes. You can get 5% off on everything on the website using the coupon Zapdos5. There's TC Evolutions for your damage counters and ability tokens. 10% off right now. Click that link down below. Use the coupon ZapdosTCG because those damage counters are looking very, very sweet. PokemonStore.com for your TCG Live code card needs. You can get them with instant email delivery, 5% off. And then also CardMarket.com for European players, where you're able to buy as well as sell cards to people all across Europe. Use the referral name ZapdosTCG to help support the channel. Okay. Opponent is deciding heads or tails, so we have no control over this whatsoever, but this is going to be one of those games where Crustle can just win by simply evolving. If you take a look at all of these archetypes around, the Crustle is not only going to be defensive with its crazy ability, it is actually packing quite the punch, and it also is a grass type, so all of these things are good. It is the good news show. Okay, I will go first. Yeah, by all means, we can start attaching, I suppose, and then turn to going for the... I wonder what the opponent will be playing. We go first, so we have at least an energy of the turn. We have the Crispin to follow up on that, so opponent will not be able to do anything. So we do have the Buddy Buddy Puffin. I don't know if it's going to be useful to set that down. They could still Gust and then have abilities. Interesting for sure. I'm actually going to go for the Buddy Puffin. I'm going to get out 1 Dweeble, because I still don't know what I'm up against. And I'm going to be giving a Mist Energy on our good friend Iron Thorns. Maybe playing a Penny would be great. Would be nice. But yeah, next turn we will already have this guy. Crustle the Crab. Okay, double Monkey Dory. Arven, I don't even know if that's going to be great. We can turn our energize energies onto our Crustle. I guess that's what we can do. Can also start attacking here, knocking out those Monkey Dories, because those are very, very pesky. I think it's not bad going for a Crispin play. Okay, there's gonna be a secret box. We'll see what happens here. If it's gonna be Gardevoir, I'm actually gonna be in trouble, because Gardevoir has its way to deal with Crustle. EXs cannot touch it, but they're playing like Drifloons and all that stuff. I still don't know. I see an Arven, I see a secret box. I see double Monkey Dory. Okay, it is going to be Marnie's Grimmsnarl. Note to self here, this attack damage isn't affected by any effects on your opponent's active Pokemon. So any effects they might come packing with, we can deal with that. Well, let's go. There's an Impidimp, but that's the problem is they can also put damage with the Adrenaline Rain onto ourselves. So that's kind of tricky. I'm actually going to be starting the aggression here with Crispin. I could go Turbo Energize, but attacking here seems pretty good. Okay, we have an Arven. With Arven, we can also get some stuff from the deck, including Luxurious Cape. Yeah, there is not a lot of cards I really want here, so I will just go for the Crispin. Yeah, sure, Crispin. It's Crispin time. Get these two. We have some Boss's Orders. There is the Poké Vital A. Team Rocket's Watchtower is not going to be useful. We do have the Medical Energies, which are very, very, very good, I would say. So, Grass Energy there. Attachment of the turn there. Crustle the Crap is life. And yeah, Team Matter Energize could be useful later, I suppose. So for now, let's knock out some Monkey Dories. Like, the fun fact is, like, we can put the Grass Energy now onto the Crustle, meaning that if we do draw into a Pokegear, we can find Crispin and then set this guy up. We have Nuzball to get another little fella out the deck. We probably will need multiple ones of these, because otherwise we will be in trouble. The secret box is live, so they will get out Marnie's Grimmsnarl EX. They're gonna be able. Yeah, they're not gonna be able to power that up. That's the funny fact here. They can still counter catch though. I wonder if they're gonna remember that. And if they counter catch her, they're not doing any damage. So yeah, pick your poison. Pick your poison. You probably need to counter catch, otherwise you cannot activate your ability. That means you need counter catch and rare candy. Yo, what's it gonna be? Maybe you can just get Arven, rare candy, and then you also need counter catcher. But if you're going for counter catcher, you're not dishing damage, which is very funny. We'll see what happens. So yeah, quite the interesting deck. It also got 5th place at the Osaka City League, so that's the list we're currently rocking with. So we're playing all the more successful builds from these new archetypes. So it's not actually new, but just Iron Thorns getting a new friend. Yeah, all these guys always seem to be having the secret box raw in hand, don't they? Arven time. So they need counter catcher and rare candy. So there's the counter catcher. They realize that that needs to happen. There's the counter catcher, rare candy. But the good news is that, yeah, they will need to play counter catcher again in order to actually attack. Maybe we should play some crushing hammers here. 4 energies. They're putting 4 energies on themselves, thinking that we are playing crushing hammer. But we're not. That's the funny fact on this. These energies are quite stuck now. Sure. Frozla has a way to deal with Crustle, I guess. You can do that if you want. Yeah, we blocked it out by the mysterious Rock-In. The Crustle was gone before we even realized it. Poké Vital A could heal. Colress's Tenacity can find a Stadium card. And an Energy. What do we actually need? Artisan? Could get a little Dweeble out. Little Dweeble could get knocked out at one point. Let's see. We compact with Colress's Tenacity or Arven. Booster. Oh, the Jet Energy, yes. Completely forgot about that one, didn't I? Can power myself up. Let's get the Dweeble. And we could Jet and Evolve. Is that a great thing? Now we have 2 of them set up. Or we can Jet and attack. Yeah, was the Jet in there? I'm gonna check. I'm going to check. Now the jet energy is priced, so that strategy will go down the drain. Ugh, not good. We do have not a lot of things that can help here. I think we're gonna have to go for Colress's Tenacity and get these. We have the Mist Energy, so we cannot get confused by Munkidori. But Munkidori needs Psychic Energy, so we're good. But still, I don't think I'll need anything else. Yeah, if I had the Jet Energy, I would have attacked here, but this is fine. Mist Energy here, Technical Machine right here, Watchtower right here, and let's charge ourselves up. Grass, Lightning. Grass? Lightning, sure. The Crustles will have to do it. Yeah, we have the Luxurious Cape for later. We just need an energy, right? Or another Colress's Tenacity. We can go for Arven, and the Arven can find a Pokegear, and then maybe we can find Crispin later. We have two of these set up. They go for an Ultra Ball. What's it gonna be? It's gonna be Frostlass. Okay, Frostlass is also gonna damage them, but there's 4 energies under Marnie's Grimmsnarl, so that's funny. They can also not attack us. There's an Iono. Fantastic. Let's go. Okay, we just need an energy. Or yeah, this is not an energy. We have a Crispin though. Crispin and a Crustle. That's all we need. There's the Artisan. If they want to trap us, we can just put the Future Booster Energy Shenanigans on this guy. And then go for Crustle, Crispin, and then it's going to be very difficult for them to do some stuff. Because all the energies are shut down on the Marnie's Grimmsnarl. Okay, there's 1 energy on the Munkidori. Oh, things can go quite scary right now. Counter Catcher. No, they're gonna knock out my Dweeble. No, they're gonna go after Iron Thorns. What? What? Why would you do that? Yeah, it does have a 4 retreat cost, I suppose. And this guy only has 2 retreat cost. Okay, it's time. Yeah, Freezing Shroud. We need to go after that Frostlass. This could help, but we don't have an energy. Crustle the Crap is here. Okay, it's gonna be for later. We're gonna go after that Frostlass later. For now, we're gonna go Future Booster Energy Shenanigans and go for the retreat option. Yeah, this guy technically can get knocked out. It will get knocked out through the means of Frostlass, so it doesn't matter. This lapse one, yeah, it's gonna have to be Crispin. Grass, Lightning, or just 2 Lightnings, right? Nah, it's not gonna work with Crispin Lightway. This one in hand. This one over here. This one over here. A retreat. I can let all these guys get knocked out, I don't mind. Technically, I could get another fella set up. But that would be very foolish. I could get myself trapped, and that's a bad idea. So for now, 240 damage with the Crustle. That's quite a bit of damage, isn't it? Yo, my Iron Thorns. No. 2 Crustles. They can transfer 60 damage from their max damage output is 60. Yeah, we need to find some healing cards. We can also try and boss, but they still have so much damage on their field. Bossing up the Frostlass seems nice. Depends, right? Yeah, more Frostlasses. That's scary. That is so scary. There's so many energies on the Marnie's Grimmsnarl, by the way. They're gonna retreat in order to get them in the discard pile because they clearly cannot attack here. What's gonna happen now? Should we go after Frostlass? Because at one point they will not be able to, yeah, they will infinitely be able to transfer damage, right? Stretcher. Need to go after the Munkidoris here. 100% now. 2 counter catchers gone. One stretcher gone. Okay, I'm gonna try and heal this guy. Ugh. Yeah, they have a lot of stuff here, right? We need to find healing options. These are clearly not healing options. If I Iono, I could find Luxurious Capes. Yeah, that's pretty much what we have to go for, right? Can also go for Artisan, even though that's like 70. Iono time. They're not gonna be able to play Counter Catcher. We can try Medical Energy, kind of good. We can save this Medical Energy, right? 240. All of them need to get... They all need to get the Luxurious Capes. And because we're equal in price trade, the Counter Catcher is not live, so technically if they do damage this one, we can give it a Medical Energy. Artisan. They can now start actually attack with the Marnie's Grimsnarl, but then they're stuck again, and I don't think they're gonna retreat that. They can transfer 60. Here's the Iono. Iono again, not good. I could have used the Medical Energy before, but I didn't. Another Crustle. More Crustles are coming. Yeah, so you see Crustle is kind of okay, but not the easiest thing to use. Luckily the ability here, actually the Luxurious Cape is good here. Because it actually forces them to knock us out, and this only works if it's knocked out by damage. So I'm not afraid of this. There's a Frostlass which we're gonna be able to get to knock out, by the way. Ow. So Arven. Poké Vital. We're gonna heal all that damage off. Of course we are. Poké Vital A. This guy. We're also gonna check real quick with Artisan. Do we have more Luxurious Capes? No, that's all of the cards we have. Can attach an energy here. Could evolve it already, but it could technically get trapped, so I'm not gonna do it. Just gonna attack again. Ah, now maybe I should put the Luxurious Cape here. Just maybe, but then I'm gonna leave the other one alone. That's pretty much what it is, right? Now we're ahead in the price trade. Yeah, with only one damage counters of the Frostless and then one again, they can knock out one Crustle, but there's still a 250 HP monstrosity looking at them. Unless, there's another Iono. I probably should have used the Luxurious Cape on the other Crustle. But yeah, whatever. Counter Catcher the Dweeble. Yeah, that's the yeah, maybe I should have not done that. We can technically use Ascension. The only thing we need is an energy. Like, that's the third copy of the Counter Catcher right now. Budu? Hello? Adrena Brain Budu action? Yo, this Dweeble is gonna cost me the game. We will need to get the Crispin. I didn't have Crispin in hand before. Yeah, they're gonna knock us out. Yeah, they're gonna leave us alive. Okay. All of these guys do get a lot of damage though. Arven, is that enough? We still have our Jet Energy lurking around in the prizes. Arven could technically buy ourselves a turn. Poké Gear. There is the Crispin though. But we technically could get trapped again with another boss. So, oh, we do have jet energy from the prizes. Oh, there is one more energy remaining. I guess we're gonna have to go for it and keep attacking, right? Attachment. Retreat. How silly it may seem. 240. Now, next turn we boss, right? We boss up the Marnie's Grimsnarl. Still no jet energy. They can technically boss this guy, but they're playing so much counter catcher. They only have 3 cards in hand that I would be surprised if the card currently that they're holding in hand as a boss Zoroark, because this deck tries to play from behind. And that's 3 counter catchers that we were rocked with already. We only need 2 more prize cards. They technically could Iono, but we have not played that much bosses orders. Yeah, I know I still have Jet. I know I have access to Crispin. No, it's done with the Crispins. Unless they're playing 4 counter catchers, I'd be surprised. There's an Arven play. An Arven play means we can no longer play Pokegear, but they don't know we have bosses orders in hand. Let's go. TM Devo. Okay, that is the strategy. This guy does have 170 HP, by the way. Because of the Luxurious Cape. Energy. Oh, that's the 3rd Monkey Dory. They got there. They got there. Crazy. Oh, they're gonna go for Ichipole. They don't have enough energies. Okay, okay. I thought I was gonna get devolved. Man, don't scare me that like that, opponents. Don't do that. Okay, now that was quite crazy. Quite like Marnie's Grimsnarl is a scary deck, but Crustle the Crab does its job, like bossing up this guy and giving him a taste of the budget-friendly deck. Let's go. Wow, scary matchup, but we won. Most chat energy. I needed you. Also, maybe I should have used medical energy. Maybe I should have proactively used the tool card. But yeah, they had literally like, that's their 3rd copy of Arven. They did only have 4 cards in hand. Yo, whew, we got away with it. We got away with it, and we got a dub with the Crustle deck. We've been playing all sorts of decks this week, so if you guys are appreciating the daily Pokemon TCG content, let me know by rocking the hell out of the like button. It means so much to me if you would do so, and it only takes 1 tiny second of your time. With that being said, we're diving into another game with Crustle the Crab. Yeah, maybe the opponent was really afraid of like potential crushing hammers, but I didn't have any. It brings me some ideas though. Also, them having the secret box raw in hand. Or did they get that from Arven? It doesn't matter. They had to actually use the counter catch play with Rare Candy Marnie's Grimsnarl turn 2. That's like kind of crazy. I want to go second. The reason why I want to go second is that I have TM Energize. Also, you did see the power of the Poké Vital A. That was such a crazy card right here. Healing 150. Luxurious Cape, also very strong. Also, that was my first time actually piloting the Crustle the Crab deck, so you experienced that together. I love the medical energies. Like 2 years ago at EOIC, I actually played Alolan Vulpix Arceus deck, and the medical energies were really fun. Okay, we have a Dweep. We don't have an energy. I'm actually not playing any, I would say, vessels. So if I'm not having energy in the opening hand, I cannot use Ascension. I can technically use an Iono, and then Ascension after that. Team Rocket's Watchtower. I don't know if I should slap it down proactively. It is up against an Ends Darmanitan deck. Ugh. I don't know how to feel about this. Because the regular Ends Darmanitan does slap damage. Okay, Ichipole. Okay, it does slap damage, but it doesn't slap enough damage, right? Interesting. Also, Zoroark cannot draw cards. Zoroark is weak to grass. I should technically power up. Okay, let's just go for Buddy Buddy Poffin. Get this one first. I could get Iron Thorns up in the mix, but they're not going to plan to use abilities right now. Even though Iron Thorns does slap quite a bit of damage. TM Energize is a possibility. And the Jet Energy is in there as well. With that in mind... They don't have any Zorua, so I don't want to Iono here. Instead, I'm gonna go Arven. Gonna get Technical Machine Energize. And I will also get a Pokegear, so maybe I can jet myself to the active position afterwards if I find Colossus Tenacity. Alright, alright. This one over here. It's time for... I could Ascension, but Turbo Energize is probably better. Getting energies in play. Grass and Lightning. Yeah, we're only slapping 120, and I think... How much HP does an Ensdar Manatan have? I don't know. I have not piloted this to some crazy success. I didn't want to go for like... Now I have the Pokegear, but I think they're going to retreat and go for the item lock. But we can still go for Ascension, I suppose. Carmine? Okay, it's Zoroark EX, alright. Very awkward hand. Also a Boss Gun is good. Yeah, having an Iron Thorns could have been nice. I guess we're gonna have to go after the Darumakas. Itchy Pollen, that hurts. They only have 4 cards in hand. We do not have anything that could work. Team Rocket's Watchtower is also not going to do anything. We can boss this guy again. Forcing out an ends. Yeah, whatever. Time for Iono. Don't have a lot of HP. Currently under Duscra Pile, 0 energies. Gas energy here. Time for Ascension. The Crustle the Crab has arrived. I think they do more damage depending on how many energies we have in the discard pile. But if we don't have energies in the discard pile, the Ensdar Manatan is doing nothing. Also, Itchy Pollen only slaps 10 damage at a time. We have the Medical Energy and PP up. How much damage does Zorua pack? 20 damage! That's nothing. What now? Also, I might... Note to self, having a grass type is very good these days, as Marnie's Grimsnarl is weak to grass, and Zoroark is weak to grass. Looks like everyone's weak to grass these days. Hello, and Zoroark? They can copy-paste attacks, but they cannot attack us. And PP up again. If they have a Darmanitan, they can knock out Dweeble. Stretcher. And yeah, they need Darmanitan. Ugh. Itchy Pollen. Yeah, let's go. I really want to draw to another Crustle here. That would be the dream. We are item locked, but we can still Kofu. I don't need this. I don't need that. Oh, Super Rock could be great. I don't need this. Let's go. We have nothing that works. We do heal though. Healing. It's time to knock you out. We do have Super Rod, so if there is energy or if there are energies in the discard pile, we can use Super Rod to push them back in the deck. That's why I kept the Super Rod right here. Crustle the Crab, ladies and gentlemen. We are attacking, we are walling. This is a little bit more aggressive than a Mimikyu, right? Who remembers the Mimikyu? Let me know down below if you remember Mimikyu. What's gonna happen now? Iono? Phasandipity? I wish Phasandipity was weak to grass. Ooh, instant heal. Heal everything. Yeah. If they have an Ensdar Manatan, they can deal with the Dweeble. And if they will need to slowly attach energies. Yeah, this is not good because there will be energies in our discard pile soon. Ultra Ball. Yeah, this is not good. Because our Dweeble is not gonna survive here. It is not gonna survive. And yeah, I'm also afraid. Yeah, maybe I should have not put all these energies right there. This is gonna slap 60 for each energy in your opponent's discard pile. Ugh. Night Joker. Yeah, they will lose all their energies though, but 90. If only I had a Luxury Escape. Yeah. They're gonna be able to slap a whopping 120. That's definitely not good. Chloris' Tenacity. Yo. Jet Energy. Do we need a Jet Energy? Matter. This is not. They're all not good. They are all not good. All bad choices. Are they gonna actually? They could technically do it again though. But we need to set up another one. Ugh. And if they start two-shotting, we have the Poké Vital A, so that's good. 2-4. They're also trapped in the active, I would say. Or equal in price rate, so no Defiance band. They can attack with their Manitan, and then we heal, and then we attack their Manitan, but we're still gonna be in trouble. Attachment there. Oh, they're attaching to the Zoroark? What? Ends Castle. Maybe they think they can copy-paste Reshiram's attack and then become Reshiram, but that's not gonna be the case. Also, they did not attach to Munkidori, which is very crucial if they want to actually... Maybe they want to wait until they're behind in prize cards to then resort to the reversal energy. Yes, that's pretty much what they're going for. Okay. So we cannot attack Zoroark whatsoever. They have 4 energies in the discard pile, 2 reversals, that's good. I don't even know how many reversals these decks typically play. They're gonna start swinging with Zorua. And Iono as well. I am trying to figure out 2 Defiance Bands, 2 reversal energies. Luxury Escape can help me though. Luxury Escape. Carbon. Super Rod. More Luxury Escapes. We're gonna use the Super Rod to get all my energies out from the discard pile. Give a Luxury Escape here. Give a... I don't want... We have a lot of HP, right? 90, 90s, 180, still not gonna get us there, so attack. I could have held all that damage, or how do you say it? Heal all the damage with the Metal Energy, but I want to save that for an upcoming Dweeble. So many energies. So, with no energies in our discard pile, this attack, the backdraft, is slapping no damage. 0. Yo, ends BP up, they're gonna try and attack. They don't have fire type energies. So they will... And also 2 reversals being gone. Ah, oh, nah, I don't believe this. I think it's as good as gone. They only have 7 cards in deck. Another energy to the ends their Manitan. What now? Trade? Zero damage? Is that the plan? I think with them discarding 2 stretchers already, I think the only thing that can hurt us is a Munkidori. I am confused. I don't know what's going on. Do they have a secret plan? TM Devo? Ooh. Ooh. TM Evolution? What? They should wait and then... I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, at this point, I will just gust everything that's kind of like a threat to me. And I will also, with Mist Energy, I can no longer get devolved. I don't even know how many copies they're playing. But I don't trust this guy. I'm never gonna get devolved again. And I'm also not gonna get Monkey Dorit. Dweeble, okay. No energies in our discard pile. They're doing nothing. Even if you want to go over the Flame Body Cannon with no Defiance Bands and yeah, with double Defiance Bands in your discard pile, you're only slapping 180, which is still not enough. They have like one card left in their deck. Could like Boss Trap them. Energy to the Zoroark. Yeah, with Mist Energy you cannot get devolved. So I need to note that down because I did get devolved almost against Marnie's Grimsnarl. Yo, they're decked out. Hooray! Okay, they're gonna try something. Night Joker. And you will see the mysterious box in, or actually rock in. Nothing happening. And we don't even need to attack. We win the game because the opponent decked out. Let's go. Here we go. A dub here, second dub for Crustle the Crab with Iron Thorns. Iron Thorns could have been a great lead. Always a great lead to start off with. Like if you attach with the turn, if you go first, get the Iron Thorns in the active position. It was actually way better before when everyone and all their friends were playing a Radiant Greninja. Maybe I should just focus on Crustle the Crab on itself. But look, I love the Luxurious Cape with the medical energy, and the Mist Energy as well. Lots of potential for Crustle the Crab. Interesting deck, right? So, what did you see from Destined Rivals before? A lot of archetypes, but before we go into this next game, be sure to check out TC Evolutions, one of our sponsors. Level up your game with TC Evolutions. Breathtaking damage counters, special condition tokens, and ability markers. Precision, style, power. Use coupon TCG for 10% off only at TC Evolutions. Okay, heads or tails? Tails never fails. You know how it goes here. Up in this place. Of course, every single time I say that, we lose the coin flip. Doesn't matter. It does not matter. We will try and set up a Crustle. I wanted to face Charizard, right? Charizard has no... I'm also afraid of, like, Dusknors. Typically, I would be way happier if I had access to... Oh, what is this hand, by the way? If I had access to Psyduck. We don't have Psyduck in this game. They didn't decide to give us Psyduck. We're gonna start and lead with a classic energy onto the Iron Thorns. Ending the turn. I could have Poké Geared proactively because I think a Budu was coming to town. Yeah, that's a mistake on my part. I could have done that, but yeah, the Budu will be taken care of quite easily, and with only one Iron Thorns, they will have trouble setting up a Marnie's Grimmsnarl. Oh, unless they're already attaching? Interesting. That means they're not... Okay, cool. Sure. We have boss, nothing else though. It's gonna have to be... Crispin! 1, 2. Alright, lightning energy right there. I will use the Spike Muff right now to see what we have going on. Yeah, proactively using Poké Gear is probably not the way. Proactively using Poké Gear is not the way. They most likely will Iono. But if we use proactive Poké Gear, it's not the end of the world, right? Let's go! Yeah, we just take a safe Arven, right? Just if I get item locked, I have like backup. With the Arven, and let's go! We are Lone Iron Thorns. I feel myself like Fernando Cifuentes at the World Championships. Lone Iron Thorns, it's all you need. But if they have Candy, Grimmsnarl, Attachment of Turn, we will be in trouble because the only thing we have... Oh, we can still go for the Ascension, I suppose. Aw, man. Arven, please whip Rare Candy. And I knock you out. You're 2 energy Marnie's Impidimp. Cool news. They cannot use Pheasantipity. That's cool. Okay, another Marnie's Impudent. That's another Marnie's Grimsnarl also. They didn't draw to Candy at least. Nesball. Please get your Pheasantipity. Please do so. Please make the mistake. Ah, Munkidori? Really? We can set up another Iron Thorns and knock this guy out, and they will have a lot of trouble getting energies into play, so maybe it's also not too bad. And then end with... Because if I set up... Yeah, we have balls, by the way. This is good news. I could get a future energy boost capsule, or maybe wait with that. There's just... Crispin, though. Boss's orders. Let's go. Yeah, seems good to me. I could slap this down with a future energy boost capsule, but I'm not gonna do it. Let's go. We can slap more damage by that way, so that's gonna be 160 if we equip that. I could have equipped it that in hindsight. Okay, everything down. Even if they go Candy, Marnie's Grimmsnarl, they cannot accelerate energies. So we need to keep up the gusting game right now. So it's a different strategy than the Crustle the Crap. I also don't see any Frostlass action. Candy, Rescue Board. That's not gonna be doing too much, right? No energies. Oh no, the ability is not activated. They still have a Marnie's Grimsnarl proactively. I could give it a clap, and I'm gonna give it a clap. Let's go. Energy here. Could I get knocked out? They cannot accelerate multiple energies here. Boss this guy. I'm gonna give it a clap. That's a 2-shot. You're in 2-shot range unless you're you cannot accelerate energies to your Munkidori and to your Grimmsnarl at the same time. Unless you're playing weird stuff. Already 2 energies in your discard pile. You're getting slaughtered by a lone Iron Thorns. Maybe I should play Crushing Hammers. Crushing Hammers? Yeah, thinking out loud here, maybe Crushing Hammers are the way in this meta. Rescue Board, you're gonna go back. Gonna go back crawling. Still retreating. Yeah, there's 2 Boss's orders down. We only have 1 more left. Energy to the Munkidori. Now that's annoying. Now all that damage being put on the Marnie's Grimmsnarl, but they did lose all their energy, so at least there's that. So, another Marnie's Grimmsnarl being pulled from the deck. Interesting. Medical energy or Metasol energy. Give that there. I will go Nesball. I'll get Luxurious Cape. I could get 2 Dweebles. But they can counter Catcher. And that is very scary. We do have Crispin in hand, so that's nice. I'm gonna get... We do have the... Yeah, let's take these. It's fine. Buddy Puffin. I'm gonna get out 1 little Dweeble. Let's go. I'll be giving it a Luxurious Cape, believe it or not. I'll be getting the Metasol energy right here. And then I could put 1 here and then Crispin later. Or should I try to attack with this guy now? Leaving this one alive. This doesn't have any energies. This one could get trapped. So I need to put the energy right there, unfortunately. And now we're gonna be going for Volt Cyclone. Energy, the grass one over here. So there is still a world where we get... Oof, Poké Vital A? Crazy! 3 more cards to get. Iron Thorns in the active position. A Marnie's Grimmsnarl with 0 energies and 3 energies in the discard pile. So people don't know how to play against it. We played against the Marnie's Grimmsnarl and they were afraid of potential Crushing Hammer, so they slapped all their energy on the active. This Marnie's Grimmsnarl is being bossed every single time and they cannot use Pheasantipity. Iron Thorns is around. Energy right there, okay. Can heal all that damage off. They're focusing on the Iron Thorns, which makes sense. we're gonna... If we go Kofu, we can Poké Gear, get a card we don't want, or get the Poké Gear down below to the bottom of the deck. If you were wondering, this list is not playing Ultra Ball, so you need to like raw draw into your Crustles. Nothing happening. Crustle, raw draw, okay. Crustle the Crab has arrived to town. And I will actually use the Crispin to get myself Grass and Lightning. I'll put this in the hand. Accelerate the Lightning here. Get the Grass energy here. We have free retreat. And this one can get healed as well if we want to, but this doesn't matter at this point. They cannot deal with a Crustle. Definitely without any Monkey-Dories. And also we have free retreat because of the Future Booster Energy Capsule. How crazy is this deck? Keep on getting dubs here. Kinda crazy. Okay, there's an Arven coming. Cool thing is that we're also hitting for weakness, so we're slapping 240 damage, which is more than enough to deal with this guy. So yeah, they need to get Monkey-Dory out. If they don't get Monkey-Dory out, they're in trouble. Secret box. 2 prizes to go. We can go Poké Gear, then find boss. This is a very vital card, pun intended, in this deck, as it allows you to completely heal off a Crustle. Sometimes potentially could be used against this as well, but you like your Iron Thorns getting knocked out. You don't mind. Secret box in town. What can they grab? TM Evolution, Aura, and Iono. All cards they didn't want, or Buddy Puffin. Double. Okay. Double Snorant. 0 damage. They're gonna counter catcher and get a prize card right here. Set up another. No, I think all the MP Dims are gone, right? No, only 1. 2 Marnie the Grimsnarl gone though, and 2 Monkey-Dory as well. They cannot attack with this. Let's go. So that's another dub. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video of the Crustle the Crab. If you enjoyed it, let me know by rocking the hell out of the like button. Helps out in many ways to support the channel. There's more daily content where that came from, so definitely subscribe. You're definitely gonna get more stuff. Also go check out the sponsors. They make the videos possible every single day. They are on the screen right now. Get some discounts using the coupon either Zapdos5 or Zapdos TCG, depending on which website you're going. Dragon Shield for your sleeves, binders, and deck boxes. TC Evolutions for your damage counters and cool ability tokens. And Potown Store for your TCG Live code card needs. Card Market is there as well for European players to buy and sell cards to people all across Europe. You can use the referral name Zapdos TCG to even support the channel. Have yourself a fantastic rest of your day. This has been an incredible journey here with Crustle the Crab. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow for more Pokemon TCG epicness. Peace.